Hello, today we will be making a manifold. So we will be using OnShape. I will walk step by step on how to make this. Following the steps, you should be able to complete this task. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to build one of the sides, and then we're going to take this shape right here, and we're going to simply rotate it around this center point right here, and then make this shape down here. So that's how we're going to create this shape. And then we're going to throw in the other shape, and this is the size of that. So if you want to take screenshots of these two, please do so. So we're using OnShape, and this is a free subscription. So let's get started. Let's go to Create, Document, and we're going to build our first shape. So we're going to use this top view right here. So we're going to put that one shape onto here. So let's go, and we can hide this front. So we can click on this in Y, or we can go over here and hit we want to hide this right view right here. We can click on this right and click a little eyeball, hide that too. So let's click, hold, drag, pull this guy in. Let's click top to normalize that, make it flat. And now we're going to build our first sketch on this top plane. So let's go to Sketch, Top, and now we're going to create our first circle. Circle is going to be from the origin point, okay? We want this to be from the origin, and once we put it in this dimension here, which is going to be 70, so I'm just hovering over that number right there, type in 70, enter. This turns black. It's exactly what I want. If it was blue like this, that means it's not stuck, not coincident with that origin. So we would click there, click here, and make it coincident to get it there. And then we just resize that. So that's just an example. I'm just gonna undo that a couple times. And now we're going to build out the out shape of this, and it's going to be a 10 millimeter offset. So click here. We're going to click on this little guy right here, double click, hit 10, enter, and left click that. Okay. And then we can escape to get out of that. Now we're going to build our second circle up here. So that circle is just going to place it over here. It is 15 millimeter. So we're going to go over here, type in 15. All right. So now we're going to make an offset of this at 10 millimeters. So let's go with offset, this right here, and zoom into that. We're going to grab this right here. Just double click on that guy. Let's hit 10, enter, left click to confirm that, and escape to get out of that. So now we got to connect a line from here all the way to here. So let's go create line, grab that, grab this, click, escape. Now we want to make those two tangents. So click here, click here. Actually, it looks like they're already tangent. But if they're not, then we'll go over here and we'll hit this button right there. So that makes them tangent, okay? And we shouldn't see any like double lines or anything going on there. So now we want to make this one tangent. So escape to get out of that. Let's hit this one, tangent. Okay, that is tangent. Now you can see the little tangency. All right, so now we want to create the line going from here to here. So go back to the line, this line to here, and escape to get out of that. We're going to click on this, and we're going to go to that tangent. Okay, made that tangent. Now we're going to, I think this is already tangent, but we're going to double check. Click, click, tangent. Perfect. Now we're going to do some trimming. So we're going to trim this guy. But first of all, we can add a dimension from the center here. So we get from here to here is 40. And from here to here, it's a diagonal, and that's going to be 65. Pulls it in real close. All right, so now we got to do some trimming. So we're going to go over here to trim this guy right here, or we can hit M to do that. So I'm going to hit M, trim, trim, and there's our first shape. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to extrude this shape, and then we're going to mirror it down here. So let's hit finish this, and let's extrude this. So hit the extrude right there, click on that guy right there, and we're going to extrude this about 10 millimeters, I think. And green check. Okay. Now we want to make a copy of this, either a mirror or actually I'm going to do a circular pattern here. I'm going to click on my pattern to pattern entity to pattern, and axis of that pattern is that origin right there, or this circle right here. So click on that right there. See, it already moved it. And now we're going to do 180. And we're going to go only 2 positions. So this is position 1, this is position 2, and we're going to add that. So It's going to add and it's going to merge with this guy right here. So it combines it all together. Green check. Now we got that first piece combined and created. Now we're going to create 3 more instances of this. Let's go here to linear pattern. Let's click on our pattern, entity pattern, this guy. Let's go direction. We got to show our plane to get our direction. So let's show both of those planes. We want to choose this right view. And you can see it already created a plane. It already created a new body off of that. So now I'm going to tell it a distance. Let's say 150. If you want to go a little smaller, we just change that 120. And we can change this to 4 times. Okay. Now, green check. So that makes the first shape. So now we need to take the shape that's going to go over here and then do some 3D splines down here. So let's create that shape. And this is maybe where it gets a little more difficult. So now we actually have to create a plane off of this front plane right here. So let's go over here to plane, click on that, click on your plane, your front plane. We're going to flip this, click on that guy right there, and then we can change the distance of this. So let's say it is 200. Okay. So this is where our front of the manifold piece will start. So the piece that's going to be connecting to our exhaust or something. So green check on that. So that's the new location. You can change that to whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to choose. So now I'm going to work on this plane. I'm going to do a sketch on this plane right here. We're going to flatten this. So I'm going to click on my front and that's going to flatten it for me. Okay. If these are in your way, you can always hide these. You can go down here and click on the eyeballs to hide them so they stay away for now. We can always get those back. Let's work on this plane right here. We're sketched on plane 1, which is great. Click on front. All right, so now let's create that second shape, which is more like a triangle shape. So we're going to create first the 3 circles. So let's start with a big circle right here. And if you want to know how far away in relation to this it is, we can fix that in a second. So what we're going to do is create this first one right here. This is going to be 70. Okay. And then, all right, now that we got that 70, let's position that from here. So we're going to go with a D for dimension. We're going to go from origin all the way to here. And then we're going to slide it over here. We're going to put in 250. And then this is where you can say from origin to here, we can say in the X direction, let's say that's 200. Okay. You can change this to anything you want. Okay. So now we're going to create our 3 circles going around us. So let's create circle number 1, and circle number 1 is going to go straight up. See that dotted line? We want to see that dotted line. We want to click here and we want to make this here 16. So left click and then 16, enter. Now we're going to create one more. See how that didn't stick? They'll fix it in a second. So we're going to hit 30. And now we want this one to be the same as that one. So let's click this guy right here. Then let's escape out of that. Let's use, we don't want to be in any of these. So escape to get out everything. And then click on this, and then we're going to hit coincident. So then they snap to each other. Okay. All right. So now we're going to make the distance from here to here. So D for dimension, click on origin, click on here. And we're going to click there. We're going to put in 60 millimeters. Okay. So now we want to do 3 of these and rotate them around this origin right here. So let's do let's go with a circular pattern. We're going to click on this here and this here. And then it's taken all the way from the origin. So I got to change that. That's actually going to be right there. Perfect. So now it's copying it. And then it's saying it's 60 millimeters from there. That should be good. Okay. And that pretty much does it. So we're going to left click to confirm that. This 3x right here, this is what controls those 3 positions three times. So let's fix these a little bit so we can see this a little better. Yeah, that's a 70. All right, so now we're going to create the outside shape and we're going to connect this all together. So let's create this line right here. We're going to go from here to here and then escape L for this, here to here, L it again, and here to here. Okay, L. Let's do some, let's make sure all these like this one here is not a tangent. So click here, make the tangent. Okay, it should fix it for us. Yep, snaps it and turn it black. So it means it's fully constrained. Let's fix this one here to here, tangent. Okay, I think it was already tangent, so that's good. These look okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Everything else looks pretty good. Let's create an angle on this real quick. 60. And then let's angle that. 60. Perfect. All right, now we want to do a little couple little trims here. M for trim. We're going to trim this guy, trim that, trim that. So now we're going to extrude this shape right here. So green check. Go to extrude. Grab this. Extrude that 10 millimeters. And green check. Got to take this piece and then get it down to these pieces. Let's show these parts again. Okay. Now we got to, connect this to this. So now we're going to use something called 3D spline. So let's go over here to this area right here. This helix, under this helix, there's a 3D fit spline. So let's click there. So we need to create vertices here. So we actually need a point right here. It'll let us choose like an origin, but there's no point in here to choose. So let's put a point in there. So let's get back into sketch 2, and then we're going to add a point right here. So click on point, click on that right there, and green check. So that should create a point there. So let's show that sketch. All right, so now we want to go to 3D spline, fit spline, our vertices. Here's vertex number 1, number 2. See, it's creating a straight line. We want it to be curved. So we're going to tell it start direction is this face right here. And then end direction is this face, this top face right here. Okay. And notice it's going from the bottom. We want to flip that. So we're going to use this right here to flip this one. And see how it's going from the top now inside. And then we can see this one, it's going from the inside too. So that's perfect. Green check for that first one. All right. Now we're going to create the rest of the 3. All right. So now we're going to create a point on these. But first we'll create a sketch on, let's click on this face right here. And now we need to do a use command. So we're going to use /project this point, that point, and that point. Okay. That should be sufficient. Green check. Now we have our points there. Now we need to create our 3D fit spline. So let's go back over to that 3D fit spline. We're going to click on vertex number 1 and vertex number 2. There we go. And we want to do start direction is this face, and direction, this face. Okay, notice it flipped it again. We just flipped that. Good to go. Green check. Next one, 3D fit spline, vertex 1. Got rid of that point, so we need to show that point. So let's go over here to the eyeball. Click on the eyeball, and it comes back. For some reason, it hides the sketch occasionally. All right, start direction. This face, end direction here. And it flipped it. See that? We don't want that. Flip it this way. Perfect. And sometimes it will do opposite here. We just fix that. There we go. Green check. Last one. 3D fit spline. Vertex 1, 2. Start direction. This face. End direction. That face. And opposite. Flip. Looks good. Green check. So now we're going to do an extrusion of a line. So we're going to click like this line right here. We're going to try to extrude that all the way through here using this sweep guideline. Okay. So let's do that. Sweep. We are doing a new solid, faces and regions to sweep. So we actually just want a line. So that line right there, sweep path is this guy right here. And it has to go all the way down. Looks great. Green check. All right, that's number 1. Number 2. Now you can see this is it hid some of the geometry inside there. The line's kind of hidden. We can hide this by click on it and hit Y to hide that, or you can go down here and click this eyeball. Next one, let's go with the sweep again. We're going to sweep this again, sweep path, this, green check, click Y. Let's hide that. Another one, another sweep. We're going to sweep again here, sweep path, this path, green check. Let's click on it. Let's hide it. Last one. Sweep. There. Sweep path. Here. Green check. All right, so now we want to show them all. So let's click on part 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we got all our parts. All of these are merging together into one, okay? So what we actually want to do is we can union all of these together and then do a hollow out of them, and then we can fix a couple of little issues of the hollow. So let's union all of these so that we'll combine them all together. So Boolean, union, 1, 2, 3, 4. For some reason I must have misclicked one of them, but so you part 6, 7, 8, 9 there. They're all union, green check. They all turn the same color. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to try to make these hollow by using the shell command right here. So shell, faces to remove. We're going to remove this face, this face, this face, and this face. Okay. And this face. It started complaining on that one, so I'm going to undo that check. Okay. We're just going to keep those guys right there. So most likely it's going to make everything hollow up onto right here. And there's a small little section of which we can do a replace face and fix that. So let's change the shell thickness. So this is the thickness of the material you want to use. So let's say like 2 millimeters. Now we can hit our green check. There's our hollow pieces. Let's take a section view of this and take a look inside of here. So we're going over here to camera. We're going to look at section view. We're going to click on this edge right here, and we can look, kind of scroll through this, and we can see that it's not entirely hollow right there. So to fix that, I'm going to hit green check. It's kind of like, it's in that section view right now. It's letting us see this section view. All right, if any of these are getting in your way, you can always click on them and hit Y. So now we're going to take this face and we're going to extrude that through. So click on solid, remove faces and sketches to extrude from. We're going to click on that guy. We're going to take it right through and remove all the material through there. If we want to specify that we want to remove it to this face, we can change it to here. Say up to face, and choose that face if you want to. So it should take that and extrude it through to that face. And if it ever changes in the future, it will automatically update. So green check on that. Okay. There we go. Now we got it cut through inside there. Now we can undo this section view, turn off section view. So now I'm going to union all of these together. Let's go to Boolean, union. Let's union this guy to this guy. Green check. And it doesn't like that. So there's something in here that's having a little issue. Maybe there's a size change inside of here it doesn't like. So we'll fix that in a second. Let's try these guys right here. Let's try Boolean. Let's try union these guys with these. No, it's still complaining. So when you see that red, it's complaining. So here's what we gotta do. Let's hide this guy. So first we're gonna delete this Boolean. Click on it, hit delete. Let's hide this. Click on this, hit Y, and all of that disappears. It's just hidden right down here. You can show it again with that little eyeball, but we're going to make these just a little bit thicker so that they will interfere and touch with part 6. So we're just going to do, let's say, 0.5 millimeter. That should be enough. And it's adding. So each one of these, I'm adding just a little bit of material so that it can add to the the manifold itself. So green check. And now let's pull back that part and let's union that now. So union tools, let's see if we can select number 6, hold down shift, number 1, green check. And that is our manifold. Thanks for watching.